again. Fucking clicked the wrong one. What's going on, everybody? We're here. AEW Dynamite Hangout with ABJ. Yeah, I don't know. I just woke up like fucking not too long ago. I'm just not. I wanted to stay in bed. I'm not gonna lie, but we'll get through it. We'll have some fun here. Cats are bugging out. They're running all over the place. So first things first. First order of business to take care of. Pro wrestling scorecards. I have reached out to the PA Pile Driver on multiple platforms. No response. If you are the following names and you listen to the content, you have until Friday. OCW Quiz, Potter, our Motor Potter, Rocker Chick, or J Miss. That's our top 5. If you don't watch this and respond by Friday, you do not. You're not. I move on. And if none of those 5 respond, the winner of the Royal Rumble T-shirt will be SWAGM. And Raz. And if they respond by Friday, Ham Boner 2112 because they all tied. So get to me by Friday. Here's how it's working. When I do giveaways, if you're not in my live content or watch or participate or any of that, you don't win. It's all how it works. It's all about the comments, all about the engagement. It's all about being here. So I'm happy people sign up and they play. But if they don't watch the content, you miss out. They had no idea this is even a giveaway. They just think they're playing a free game and that's all they get. So if they don't answer by Friday, I will get those 2 or 3 winners. I don't know who. What was it? Ham Boner? Mm-hmm. I don't know who Ham Boner is. So
2121.
2112.
Sure.
Yeah. So if they don't respond, then they don't. Then Alex and Raz will get T-shirts. Yeah. Anyway, we got some content coming out. Lots of content coming out. If you haven't done so already, episode 100 dropped last week, and that is out right now. Just dropped on Monday. 5 questions with ABJ with Rich Swan. And we have tons and tons more. The month of February is going to be absolutely jam-packed with content. So be on the lookout for that. We'll have a lot coming your way when it comes to new episodes. I'm trying to upload the graphics and filibus while I do this. But I'm essentially I have a whole bunch of interviews that have been pre-recorded, and when everything was going crazy, it still is crazy. I'm not acting like it's fucking 100% better, but it's better than it was. I have all these episodes recorded, and if I let them all go, then I won't be making any content until March, June. I think it went all the way up to June. So I don't want to do that anymore because I'm going to be honest with you. These live streams are fun, but they're not what I want to be doing. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't have a lot of enjoyment with it. But it's helping the watch hours, and it's giving me opportunities to get new audience and new members and new people, because covering mainstream wrestling seems to be how you're growing. So I do it because it seems like the necessary evil to do. But I'd much rather make other content and talk about things I'm really passionate about besides pro wrestling. And so we're gonna kick it up a notch and start bringing back live shows like Knockhole in High School and the live interviews and stuff like that. So if you like that live aspect, hopefully the people who do the watch alongs will then turn around and start hanging out with us in the live interviews and stuff. And we'll see how it goes, because it's that NXT stream last night bored the ever living piss out of me. I was so bored, and watching myself be bored and try to fake be excited for it, and then I went from like 15 viewers to 3, and I was like, I'm not gonna torture myself and watch this fucking show for 3 people. Like, there's no chance. There's no way I'm fucking doing it. So I bailed, and I'm sorry if that comes off as disrespectful to the 3 that were in here, but it's just I don't know. It like these live streams really dictate on how the chat goes. If the chat's dead or there's like a fucking 15-minute gap where there's no typing, it's like I'm not gonna just talk to myself. Like, I kind of feel the buzz with the chat, and it's I don't know, man. It's crazy. But anyway, this Thursday or tonight at midnight, Rob Radke will drop. That interview will drop, and then I think let me double check the way I have it set up here. I think it goes Rob on Thursday, and then Monday a new episode drop. Why did it do that? Oh my goodness. I'm having a day. It's a whole thing. Where are we at? Podcast. That's not what I want. Playlist. Interviews. Yeah, so the I think it goes. Stop, don't do that. Don't play. No one likes that. I think I have to look again, but I think it goes Monday, Tuesday, or Monday, Wednesday, Thursday or something. I don't know. I have to look at the schedule, but there's going to be 3 episodes a week going forward, all through the month of February to get all the episodes caught up. And then once we're caught up, we're going to start fresh with new interviews. Not cool in high school, banging beers, all that stuff will be coming in March. So that's the plan. That's the expectations going forward. I hope you all enjoy it. If not, we'll see. We'll just reevaluate. Because yeah, it's getting to that point. The mental mind states are kicking in. All right, where are we at? 103. I'm just fixing because I can just fixing my playlist real quick.
You're doing great.
I'm not, but is anyone typing?
One moment. I'm not gonna lie, I was looking at my crochet thing. Yes, we're talking about NXT sucked last night. Too many segments, less wrestling. Agreed, Steven. There was a lot going on there. And Raz said, honestly, hoping that AEW brings some great content tonight.
I'm gonna be honest. I think as a whole, I thought that this fucking resurgence of pro wrestling being on every single day would drive competition and make weekly wrestling like super exciting. And it all kind of sucks. We're getting mediocre to mid fucking weekly wrestling, and then they go and kill it at a pay-per-view. And it's like, all right, for me as a consumer, maybe the resties are loving it, but maybe for me as a consumer, it's kind of like, it's like going to an independent show, right? And I see a wrestler wrestle a lot, and I see the same wrestler wrestle a lot, and I watch you for 3 or 4 months, and I think to myself, man, either this is all you have or you're phoning it in. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to be a dick when I say that, but like anything you watch, if you like, this is why I don't like, I'm not pumped for these shows, because I feel if you're not doing something at your 100% of the absolute best you can, then what the fuck are you wasting your time and everyone else's time for? Right? Is that a fair assumption to make? I think so. If you're making some type of content or putting on some entertainment, there are some wrestlers out there who just fucking phone it in, but they want the gratitude of saying I'm a professional wrestler, and they go out there every single show and just replay the great hits. They don't they're like it's not passion at that point anymore. It's just it's habit, and it's not fun to watch. It's not exciting to watch. It's actually quite boring to watch, and it's like, well, what the fuck are you doing here? And I think they have the general audience of wrestlers convinced that like weekly wrestling doesn't really have to hit those marks. We can kind of just do the bare minimum of times, tell a little bit of a story to get us to the next pay-per-view, and then the next pay-per-view will have a huge blow off and we'll fucking go out and kill it. And it's like, that's fine. Then I'll just wait and watch your 3-hour overbloated pay-per-views where 90% of it is you just recapping what you did for fucking the last month. You know what I'm saying? It's like, then what are we fucking wasting each other's time here for? I hate this show. I'm not even hearing it, and it just looks awful. Well, they have something in there, like a box or something. Yeah, it's probably all over the fucking place. All right, here we go. AEW Dynamite. I didn't look at the card, so I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna be honest, these watch-alongs, are probably gonna suck for a minute.
Here.
But I feel like, what are we doing?
I'm giving you the card.
Oh, I'm good. Sorry, but I feel like I've expressed to you that I'm not fully into this because it's not the type of content I want to make, but it's what I can do for now until I can get to where I wouldn't need to be. So like I'm phoning it in, bro. I'm just coming here and I'm gonna talk my shit and probably say things that'll get me in trouble and fucking watch pro wrestling and go from there. So if it's not good and you don't want to tune in anymore, bathroom, I fucking completely understand. Oh, they found all the people in the crowd dressed like wrestlers. There was a timeless Tony Storm in the crowd and Orange Cassidy. Dude, Moxley is, every time you see him, I feel like he's getting smaller, but not like small in like a bad way. Like he's leaning out. He looks great. He's not gonna bump your fist. Put your fist away. He's not gonna clap any of your fucking hands. Have you not watched weekly wrestling like I have? Maybe if I stick my hand out, I'll be the one who gets a different outcome. He just walked by 38 other people. Let's give it up for that guy in that dope ass Power Ranger city. See, the move is when Moxley comes out, you find his hand. He's not gonna find yours. It's the move. You gotta clap his hand, even if it's fist. It still counts. Like, and then brag about it on camera. If someone hears that, and then I believe so. I think yeah, there it is. 2+ Wrestling. ABJ phoning it in, and ABJ promise. That's right. I'm fucking phoning it in because weekly wrestling is boring as fuck to me. Is that Sin Cara? What if they do a CML, a fucking CMLL fucking invasion angle? That'd be kind of fucking crazy. They all jump the barricade and fuck everybody up. Who's Moxley wrestling? Is he probably wrestling from CMLL? Because that's why they fucking made. Oh no, he's not. He's wrestling Jeff Hardy. Wow. Why is this happening? At least it's the opening match. I feel like they would normally be like, "Yo, Jeff Hardy, John Moxley, that's kind of sick." And we'll put that as the main event, and that'll do amazing. And then it turns into what we've recently been getting with Jeff, who now I think is becoming self-aware that he's not what he used to be, or he's working us all and he's playing a great character, because he kind of came out and he's like high energy, but he's also like who's covered his face and shit and looked out of it. So are they doing this whole angle where they're just like falling apart? There's one thing that the Hardys can do to save themselves, and we would all be excited for the Hardy Boys to be back on television weekly, and that's become broken. Like, get to a point where you guys are fucking sick of it and you're phoning it in like ABJ, and then you just fucking break mentally, and you're fucking and you don't have to work really hard as the broken angle. It's mostly promo, it's mostly storytelling, and we all know that AEW likes to air those. So fucking go broken, and you don't gotta do fucking anything nuts, and you can just go and film cinematic matches at your compound, and then they'll fucking put them on the internet or fucking on Collision, and nobody will care. They'll all fucking love it. It'll go over like a fucking really, really well in AEW, because you kind of gave up on it before, because you had Broken, and then you had the Malachi, then you had the Dark Order, who didn't know if they were spooky or not. It was just a lot going on. But I think now that it's you and your brother again, just go fully fucking broken again. Just it's the only thing that kept the Hardys relevant in the past 15, 20 years. Probably not that long, 10, 15. Was the broken stuff. Like, outside of the WWE, the Hardy Boys don't connect with regular audience. They just don't. What the of watered down version or a WWE out of system Hardy Boys are just not entertaining. But you know what was entertaining as the Hardy Boys? is when they were broken. So just bring that back. Oh, kick to the face. When's the last time Jeff won a match? No idea. Probably right before he went away to go get help because they were red hot at that point in time. I took a hit before the show, and I think that's working now.
That's good.
Yeah. I think the Vince stuff still has me kind of fucked up too. I'm trying to avoid it and not think about it, but then it creeps in my brain and then it fucking depresses me. Cause like, how do you explain it? Like playing sports in a small town, you work really, really hard to play a sport, and it's like, oh, no matter how hard you work, if your mom's not on the PTO or if your parents aren't well established with the other parents or in the clique, you don't start. You know what I mean? And then you worked in, and then you finally like you love pro wrestling, and then you get into pro wrestling, and then
and you find out it's the same shit.
And it's like the same shit. Yeah, it's like, oh, I only booked my friends, and that's kind of how we do this whole show. Also, there's a lot of weird creep stuff that happens here, and if you're someone who's high on your morals, you're not going to do well because you're going to want to stop that kind of stuff and not let people go through that. And then like this comes, like we knew the Vince stuff was bad, but like, did we expect law breaking bad? You know what I mean? We just thought he was a creepy dude who was absolutely cheating on his wife and had some interesting kinks, we'll say. But it's like the law was broken, and you're like, fuck, man, that happened at that level. Like the independents don't have a shot. You know what I mean? Like, because people just let shit happen and they don't say anything because they're a slave to the booking because they love the business so much, and it's like they'd rather be there and stay quiet than say something to stand out. I don't know. It's depressing as fuck. Yo, can we like not fight here? Yeah, go fuck off.
Steven, wait. Steven said send me the link.
Oh, you guys need a link. Anyone who wants to join, come talk. There's your link. Probably bring you in for a segment or just a little bit and we'll talk. I'm hearing.
I was making sure that you were
not lagging.
Audio and everything was working and you're good.
Oh, shit. Look at Steven Chambers.
Look at that. Doesn't that look fancy?
That's the first time you've seen your logo on a t-shirt?
That's awesome. Yeah.
Actually, is it really?
Actually, yeah. Oh, well, I mean, we did the...
What's on the sleeve?
Technically, you did more of the Blink one than I did.
Yep.
What's on the... Can you hear me?
There's a sticker on your sleeve still.
Y'all are, I can hear two of y'all.
Oh, it's echoing.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me, Steven? I hear Steven, but I think there's a delay. He can't hear us.
I'm delaying here. I can hear you all.
All right. Well, so there's a sticker on your shirt. There's something on the sleeve.
Yeah.
I thought they misprinted you and put something on the sleeve on you. Oh, there's Moxley fighting the CMLL guys. It looks good. Is it fit nice? How's it fit?
It's pretty good.
Felt comfortable?
Yep.
Perfect. Good. You look good in it, brother. That's a tattered one.
That's a charcoal color one.
That's pretty cool, man. Well, I appreciate the support. You look great. That delay is really crazy bad. I'll talk to you in the Discord, all right, brother?
All right, buddy.
I see. Look at Steven looking sharp in his AEW shirt. I love that guy. That made me feel a little better. Steven's fucking big silly face with his Kyle Gass haircut. Now rocking an ABJ t-shirt. Guy's looking good. You know what I heard? Just came my earpiece here by our producers. Steven said before he came in to the producers of the show that then now told Steven had to warn off everyone because everyone was trying to kiss his face because he was wearing that shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 10 plus sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 plus attraction like an RPG.
Yeah, it's a plus 10 attraction.
Yeah. So like Steven was just trying to get his groceries done and just people were just throwing underwear at him the whole time. It was crazy. Poor guy. This poor guy had to just go through it.
I'm sorry. I miscounted again.
So she's making
say nothing because we both know it's going to take forever until it gets done. So you guys get to watch in live action how long it takes me and the frustrations.
So she's essentially going to work on this for a day or two more, and then she's going to quit.
This took 2 hours to make. This is an arm. This is all you get.
So she did something
move your
a quarter of the size of that, and it took her 3 months to get 2 legs done.
Right, and I'm now starting on leg number 2. Actually, arm.
That's an arm. That's an arm.
This is the smaller of the 2 pieces.
So that's an arm.
Jeez.
Of the item she's making me. So
I'm starting on the second one.
It's gonna be fucking huge. It looks like
it's gonna be huggable.
It looks like a doober a little bit.
Oh yeah, dude.
Or it looks like an eyedropper. Or a lipstick. Or
what kind of lipstick you use?
Or
That's enough. Just give it back.
very phallic. Would it hurt though? Like it's all loose skin. It's gauged. You're just twisting an earlobe. I don't think it would be that bad. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Where?
When they go through the gauge of his ear and twist it, I feel like it's just like if you just twist your earlobe.
It still hurts. I mean, so imagine if,
yeah, that doesn't hurt at all.
But from the inside, yeah. So
yeah, but if your ear's stretched,
I have a stretch in my.
But his is stretched like 2 inches.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's a lot of skin to play with.
It's depending on if you're pulling on it, because if you pull on it, that shit's more sensitive because you're on the verge of it ripping off.
No, I don't buy it. I don't think it hurts. Okay. I think it's a gimmick. I think they're faking it out there. Call me crazy, but I don't think they're really hurting each other. Khan, right? I think I said that right. Khan from New York. What's going on? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the jungle. But with a pen, I think it has the same effect. The pen isn't. That's like putting something in your gauge for the most part. I feel like it's twisted. It's like that would be like twisting the skin on your elbow. I don't know. I could be wrong. Someone with gauged ears.
I have gauged ears.
That size gauged ears. Let me know. I need to call an expert. Hi, excuse me. Tattoo shop? You have gauged ears. Would it hurt if you stuck a pen in it and twisted it just a little bit? Is there a threshold of what you can twist before you actually feel anything? Oh, the answer is yes. That's what the producers in our head said that. Yeah, it's a yes. They did ahead. They worked ahead. To be honest, if it wasn't for watch-alongs aside hangouts, I wouldn't be watching Raw or NXT. Your content makes it worthwhile to watch them. See, Henry, I need that. I appreciate it. It's not easy, bro. I have not done this style of content for a while on purpose. Because I want it to be different than everybody else. Is it delayed for everyone? Do I sound that am I way behind? I don't know. This is fucking annoying too. I hope this doesn't become a thing when I go live. Is that my streams are always fucking delayed because StreamYard's fucking up or whoever it is fucking up.
You're not lagging at all.
It's not lagging. Mm-hmm. All right. But yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah, I stayed away from this content because everyone's fucking doing it, and then I tried to just stick to my content, and then everything kind of went crazy, and then I'm just like watching other content creators who are barely fucking trying, or don't put any fucking work or prep, and their takes are terrible and they're not entertaining, do this, and it's like, fuck, man, this is why am I just letting it sit there? But my problem is I just got to either I have to get into it or just fucking stop being a bitch about it and just fucking stop doing it because it's not my thing. But it's helping. We're less than 500 hours away of watch hours till we're monetized, which is really, really fucking good. And it's like people much rather come in here, and that's why I do the watch along, and I don't really take a lot on. I don't talk a lot about the show that's actually happening because it's not what I want to do. And then I think people are starting to realize that the numbers aren't what they used to be when they first started. But yeah, so this match is like watching Quickstand. Zero chance. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll fucking just ride out and see what happens. Good thing Moxley fell with that because that would have fucking really hurt his neck. Oh, I didn't think Jeff got his feet up fast enough. I think Moxley had to fucking really work on that suit. Play a replay of that. Show a replay. Come on. No, Moxley's telling Jeff, bro, you fucking sandbagged me on that top rope suplex, my guy. Jeff pushed out and not up. You know what I mean? Like he gave him no ump. And Moxley had to fucking get his head around so he didn't drop him on his fucking neck. I could be wrong. I'm not a pro wrestler. Steven's now talking about the ear twist. He's really delayed. Yeah, he just an ear twist out.
Back out of the.
Yeah, Steven, you should probably
close your servers.
Close everything down and restart it. Because if you're just seeing ear twist now, you're fucking like 2 hours behind. We're like in the third match 3 already. This is crazy. Ear twist. Holy Hannah. That was a decade ago. Mox's like, oh shit, I don't know if I can fucking legit kicked out of this. The referee just realized that too. He had to fucking stop the count. Remember when the twist of fate was a finisher? I remember. For the count, he just took 2 of them. He took 2 fucking twist of fates and rolls out of the way for the finisher. Yikes. Tell me your move doesn't mean anything without telling me your moon doesn't mean anything. Could you imagine The Rock did 2 people's elbows back to back? Like he did it and then did it again. Mm-hmm. And then you stand up after taking 2 signature moves.
So is this like Darby Allin?
No, like Moxley just no-sold 2 twists of fates, which was which is a move that like won them titles at one point. Like you just made his move look ineffective. Wow. Oh. Yikes. Wowzer. If nothing of significance happens here, Jeff Hardy's just it's not looking good. Because if you put Mox and Jeff Hardy in a match at any point in their time in their career, this leads to something, right? It's not just you don't just send Jeff Hardy out to fucking get smacked. They gotta hug or do something. There's gotta be a mutual show of respect.
Ooh.
They're losing their minds. I think the Hardys are working us. Why did you just flip off the whole audience? Well, not flip off, but in your saying flip off and then point to the first fan and go, "I love you, brother." The fuck, Jeff? I take it all back. They're not working us. I say bring back Willow. Oh boy, imagine when I said CMLL jumps to guardrail. Blackpool Combat Club versus CMLL. Because then here comes Yuta, here comes Danielson, here comes Claudio. I love the bell ringing. I love doing it. Like, I think it's a good visual for the match. It shows chaos. It makes noise. But it's also like, who's not hearing that bell and freaking out? Wait, what the What the fuck is that? So this dude's wrestling Danielson on Collision. So you think to yourself, oh, Mox wrestled, like Mox is getting jumped by one of the dudes who's gonna wrestle Danielson. This sets up a feud, and they send out 2.0 fucking Matt Sydal and fucking Christopher Daniels to fucking make the save. Where the fuck is Blackpool Combat Club? What? Why would you not send out Moxley's squad and you send out 4 guys?
Is someone hurt?
What the fuck is that? If they're not there, then don't book that, because it looks weird that 4 guys who have nothing to do with nothing run out and make a save.
Maybe they're going to put it in the story somehow.
Nobody cares. I'm being honest. If those 4 go against the guys from CMML who are walking in the door, everyone's going to be like, boo. I'm sorry. But if I get to choose between 2.0, fucking Christopher Daniels and Matt Sydal, or this squad versus BCC, they take the BCC every day. Yeah, we're the Creed brothers. That's the significance. That's the WWE version of send the Creeds. Yeah. Crazy. Don't like that. That doesn't do them anything. Causes severe diarrhea.
Hot.
Show's fucking. I want to throw a shot out. I'm playing on my phone. I was like, boy, this is exactly what the top guys do. We're gonna make it.
Yikes.
Yeah. I need to get a fucking car. I like this post. Getting paid $18 to $25 an hour is the new $7, $25, $9. Dude, if people are getting paid 18 and 25 and fucking saying that, Imagine making 15. I have to eat every other day just to make a check last. Hangman against one of the gates of agony. Yeah, I don't care.
Well, he's coming out to announce who's fighting for Swerve Strickland, or fighting against Swerve Strickland, I should say.
I just don't like Hangman in this story. So wait, because he wants the title shot, he then can go and say, "Well, I get to pick who fights Swerve Strickland because I'm Hangman Adam Page." Like, what's the story behind that? Did I miss something? There we go. So they agreed to have Hangman pick his opponent, and then he picks Hangman's. It's Rob Van Dam. It's Rob Van Dam. It's going to be Swerve versus Rob Van Dam. Why would he say you would have to wait the whole effing show to find out?
Well, it's literally right now.
No, it's not.
Oh.
It's the main event. We're going to get Swerve. So we're going to start the night off with Jeff Hardy versus Jon Moxley, and now we're going to get Rob Van Dam and Swerve Strickland for the main event.
Oh yeah, I forgot. And Samoa Joe's going to be on commentary.
Samoa Joe on commentary? Wasn't that like his actual job at one point? It was. It was. WWE didn't think he was championship material anymore, and they put Samoa Joe as a full-time commentator.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. Imagine that. How do you feel about it if it's RVD? It's fine. Do you think RVD goes out and puts a better match on than Jeff Hardy just did? I do. Even though I part of me thinks that Jeff Hardy's wrestling that like that on purpose because they're trying to sell off a character right now. If Katie Forbes comes out, I won't care. That's the only work. That's the only stipulation. Katie Forbes has to be there. Google Katie Forbes. What's going on, Alex? So, Alex, you missed the news in the top of the show. There's 5 people.
What about her?
That's RVD's girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
The one I said I wouldn't be mad if she's ringside. So I contacted PayPal driver.
You said you wouldn't care, like you wouldn't give a shit.
No, I would. It would make it better if she was there. PayPal driver I reached out to. I haven't heard anything about it from them. If OCQ Quiz, Motor Potter, Rocker Chick, or J Miss get to me by the week, first one to get back to me before the deadline gets the shirt. If the top 5 do not respond to me by Friday, then it goes to the 3-way tie at for third between Alex, Raz, and Hamboner. So I said I will give each one their own t-shirt because it's a 3-way tie. So that's what I'm going to do. But going forward, it's going to be those 3 names go into a poll. Whoever contacts me, I do a 50-50 split or a fucking coin flip, and the winner wins. That's how we're going to do it going forward. Well, I said the winner gets a T-shirt, so fucker, you're gonna take a T-shirt if it comes down to you. So suck it. Also, all of the WWE spoof logos are back up on Teespring, and a bunch of hats are available. Some new hats. The WWE Modern logo is on the hat. The ECW, actually ECW is not yet. ROH, AEW, but the AEW logo is all white because I couldn't put the color in because it looked weird on embroidery. What else did I put up on T-shirt hats? ROH, TNA. That's it. So they're all up there. My ladder match set should be here Friday. I work Friday, so I'll do it when I get home, or I'll unbox it during the stream. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. Yeah, mine says it comes on Friday. It says we'll arrive at your house on Friday. This is my first Razor figure I'll own since Hasbro. If ham boner. So I think what we're gonna do going forward is we'll tell people on the chat that they can play along, but I'm gonna do the only way you're eligible for giveaways if you're part of the Discord, and you gotta tell me your actual name that's on the pro wrestling scorecards in the like we'll have like a Discord thing and I'll say like a list of people who's who. But I think all giveaways going forward have to go through the Discord because I think it's easier to keep in contact with everybody.
Yeah.
That was a rookie mistake. That was a rookie mistake on my part. Seen that man live at Chicago. I seen them live at Notre Dame Stadium during a Saturday game, and they played with the Notre Dame marching band, and it was fucking awesome. Yeah, if you're gonna make it, that'd be great. Just put it under ABJ content. Just do a pro wrestling a PWS tab or PWS chat, and then do a giveaway tab under ABJ. That'd be super helpful. Appreciate that. Look at the cult members are already on it. Oh, is this what you want? Is this what you're freaking out about? Is my fucking headphone cord?
Or the fact that Jax is right behind you?
He was in like attack mode. Boom was in like attack mode.
Jax was literally just like 2 feet from him right here.
Argyle? What is this?
It's Gulliver's Travels, basically. She wrote this book and about espionage, and it all happens. Anything she writes happens.
Wait, so she writes a book and it comes to life?
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a no for me, Doug.
Yeah.
No. Since we're a cult and you're the leader, we don't have to have S with you, right? No. But your wives might have to. Every successful cult leader brings in a bunch of dudes with girls, and then he just takes their girls.
So you're only taking dudes, girls?
Yeah.
You're not taking girls?
I mean, like if any girl, like a good cult leader just takes all the women. Like, oh, that's your.
What about the NBs?
Why are you trying to paint me into a thing here?
I'm just asking.
All right, so listen,
yesterday it was no females allowed, and now today it's just females.
Yeah, so like,
crazy.
So it's the opposite of that yesterday. So
goodness.
If you identify, I'll accept any identification. But for me personally, I need a female assigned sex part at birth there for me to have enjoyment. I need a vagina for my personal enjoyment in that aspect. I respect any pronoun or what you got going. It doesn't matter to me what you have down there. But for me to have fun time.
So are you talking about having fun with?
So I said joking. I said in my scenario of fucking my fake cult, I said I will take all the women because that's what a good cult leader does.
But now you're saying,
and then you said,
anyone.
Well, what about this and this and this? And I'm like, listen, I respect all that, but for me,
it's just the female.
I need a vagina. Yes.
Okay. All right.
And that's not saying that one person's not what they are.
That's just, you're straight, so it makes sense that you, as a straight person, would only want to have sex with females. Yeah, like females.
Yeah, except white women.
Oh,
yeah, that's where I draw the line.
No white women.
We don't wrestle white women.
Just white presenting.
No, not even those.
That's interesting.
No. We got to exclude somebody. We got to hate somebody. And I feel like because white women are just they're a problem.
Right.
They're a huge problem in society. They try to make it the white men are the problem, but they were sitting in the same fucking.
That wasn't how that was.
They were reaping all the same benefits, but now they're trying to act like they didn't. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're like, oh my god, white women are so bad. I'm like, you were just as bad. Remember all those stories of like people getting killed because you made a false accusation because you were racist? Yeah, that was white women. They suck too. Back in the day.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Completely fair. Those freaking pompous white women.
Cool. Alicia is white. I'm good. Is Alicia Italian though? Italian women aren't white women, in my opinion.
It's touche.
Yeah.
I've always wondered that too. Like, because Italians aren't. Listen, I don't want to talk about this right now. I take it back. Those rhinestones.
She's super Italian. Yeah. So Alicia's she's part of my stable.
Color.
Yeah, she'd be part of my stable. Sorry, Alicia. Welcome to the cult. But like you could have your wife back, but like when I ring the bell, they have to, you know what I mean? They have to present, listen, we're a cult. I don't make the rules. It's not fun.
You actually do. You're the cult leader.
No, I'm obviously every cult leader has been given orders by a higher power.
No one cut this. Nobody cut this.
I watched the whole thing on Netflix of how to become a cult leader.
Oh, and that's it, right? Now you're like set. You're
I'm pretty good. Yeah. So essentially I have to say a higher power of my choosing gave me the message to be the person you all follow. Like that's usually the earmark of a good cult leader, but I haven't figured out exactly what my deity is going to be yet.
It's yourself. It's you yourself.
No, it never works if you are the higher power.
No. I'm not saying. Never mind. I'm not saying you yourself, but like everyone should follow themselves. Like think of themselves as their.
No, because that doesn't make a good cult where everyone has self.
Yeah, everyone has to follow you.
Yeah, they have to believe in me.
So then you're God.
No, I'm not a god, but I am the direct connection to God.
You're a descendant of God.
No good cult leader.
You're the new Jesus.
No good cult leader starts as he's the ultimate power.
So you're the new Jesus.
Kinda. Yeah.
Reincarnated.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. The Kool-Aid won't be bad. Like we're gonna have Kool-Aid because I like Kool-Aid, but it's not gonna be like bad Kool-Aid. Like you're not gonna take a nap forever drinking it, Bro, she doesn't answer no, man. She's a tough ass woman. Well, then that doesn't work for the cult. You know what I mean? Sorry. Then you're in, and Alicia's got to stay out. That's just. Can't have people have their own thoughts and opinions in a cult. That's not how it works.
This is a cult of toxic masculinity.
That's the earmark of every good cult.
There you go.
Yeah. You're learning. You didn't even watch the documentary.
I lived it, bro. The FLDS in Texas. We had to take in people from that freaking cult.
What cult?
The FLDS. It was it's Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, followers of Latter-day Saints or something like that. But there was like a whole compound that was like
you've never heard of Waco. The whole Waco incident.
You told me about it, but
That's crazy.
I have no
you don't know about that.
But I mean, if you look up San Angelo, Texas, about 2008, yeah, that there was a whole thing. It was like led.
Well, then in that case, Alicia, you would have special Kool-Aid. Nobody else would, but she said I'd be okay with Kool-Aid as long as it's red and no sex. Sorry. Well, then you would clearly have special Kool-Aid. Sorry.
So she can be in the cult now? I thought she couldn't be in the cult.
It would take time. We'd break her. Yeah, that's what a good cult does, you know.
It's getting awful cringy. I don't want to be associated with this anymore.
Every cult documentary is one person that seems like they're in good like, here's how I watch every cult documentary. You have the one person who's talking and you're like, they seem really well adjusted and really aware and they're smart. And then you're thinking, and then they start telling all the crazy stuff. They're like, they had to wear spaghetti balls on their head because the cult leader told them so. She's like, and I wore it. I'm like, I question you now. You're not.
I thought you were of sound mind, but now
no one ever looked and goes, "Why the fuck are we wearing spaghetti balls?" Like, no one. I would not be a good cult member.
That's fair.
I ask way too many questions.
You have to be the leader.
Yeah, I'd have too many questions. I probably told this story before, but I don't care if you hear it again. But I legit got kicked out of CCD because I asked. Like, we started in Genesis where you teach kids in the beginning. And I was like, all right, cool. So dinosaurs, are we going to learn about those? Because that's pretty cool. Into dinosaurs right now. That's kind of my thing. And they're like, no, we don't talk about that. And you got to leave. Every class I ask more and more questions. And even as a kid, I was like, this doesn't make sense. You can't make a human out of a rib.
I got kicked out of CCD as an adult. And I'll go back to that in a minute. Yeah. You finish here.
I just got kicked. I was fucking a child, and they're just like, this kid's too much.
I had children and didn't get married through the church.
Yeah,
so I had to, if I wanted to get my kids baptized, which I don't want to get into this, but basically,
Did you have the kids go through like the hardcore baptism where they slam dunked them like Michael Jordan? Did you see those videos?
Yes.
Where they're like, doof, doof. Yeah. It's crazy. Go ahead, finish your story.
So I had to go through wedding like marital classes and crap, and because I had both of my kids before getting married through the church, I had to do like extra help at the church. So I had to be like an assistant for CCD and like a teacher's aide type.
You were in a cult.
Crap. Let me tell you about it. I got kicked out because I didn't bow my head every single time the word Jesus came out.
You were totally.
He's like you. I said, oh, so when Jesus said this, this, and this, and he goes, bow your head when you say Jesus. And I said, what do you mean? He goes, when you say Jesus, you always bow your head when you speak his name.
I thought everyone
and
had
I'm like,
narcolepsy.
are you serious right now? And he was like, you can just leave for the night. And I was like, okay. And then I got asked not to come back the next week.
Yeah, you were in a cult. That's a cult.
For the record, the last time I went to church was my wedding day.
Actually, lies. Lies.
The last time I attended a mass from beginning to end, a Catholic mass.
Yeah, wasn't the last time you were in a church.
The last time I said I went to church.
No.
Not went to a church, like attended a mass.
Sure.
Went to church.
But I mean,
does
a mass does a mass constitute?
Constitutes as a lector that has two passages, one from the Old Testament, one from the New Testament, the gospel that's read from either Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John, hymnals and music and an offering and everything in between. I
got kicked out of a cult for corrupting Alex. We didn't realize we were in a cult until then. And then Alex goes, we were in a cult. So what you're saying is you'd be good cult members. Because you've all been duped once. You know what I mean?
At least once.
Yeah, we'll get you twice.
So Adam Cole's on commentary.
Alex tried to leave the cult and they hit him with a car.
I was not paying attention. I was saying my spiel. So we've got Wardlow and
Commander.
Thank you. That's Commander with a K, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We left the cult and I stink palm the pastor. Of course you did, because you're 11. I stink palm the fucking pastor. That's great. 10 people watching. Wow. Appreciate that. 10 people watching, like 3 people chatting. That's 4 people. 4 people chatting. We're doing giveaways soon. We have a giveaway coming up soon. If you guys have played, there's 10 people here. If any of you that are listening in have played the Pro Wrestling scorecards and you were in the top 5, please contact me because we're giving away a prize of a t-shirt. I'm still waiting on anyone in the top 5 to contact me. The deadline's going to be Friday. The next giveaway, the only way to take a part of it is is being a member of the Discord. Yeah, you have to join the cult. Unfortunately, that's how we start. We start with giveaways, and then we gotcha. But no, you have to join the Discord because it's just a lot easier to keep tabs and way to contact people about giving away gifts and stuff like that. So if you want to play along with more things, giveaways and everything like that, please join the Discord. Can you have my pro wrestling crate? I'm gonna do an unboxing again. In your opinion, why do people join a cult? I think a lot of people who join cults are looking for family, friend, socialization. And I think, and I'm not, this is gonna get me in trouble. I think a lot of people who look for faith is for two reasons. Is one, they hit rock bottom and they feel like
a hell of a throw.
And I feel like when they hit rock bottom, they feel they find solace or inspiration or willpower or whatever it may be to get them to the next step through a higher power or a religion. And then when you pick the wrong religion, then you end up in a cult.
Jax.
Could you tell Lily to tell Alex to tell Steven to tell Geek to tell C. Henry to tell ABJ that I'm still here? Yes, see you. All right. Pro Wrestling Crate. These are going bi-monthly. Starting I think next month, and next month is the Sting crate, where it's the last Sting crate, a special Sting retirement item.
Technically, next month starts tomorrow, so.
But I think next month's the last crate before it goes bi-monthly.
I believe it was January. It began the bi-monthly.
No.
Is what Raz said, I think.
First item T-shirt. Eddie Kingston shirt. I can never have too many Eddie Kingston shirts. Love me some Eddie Kingston. Next T-shirt is the Macho Man, Randy Savage, the cream moisturizes to the top. Cool 80s looking, 90s looking Macho Man T-shirt.
Mad King.
Then we have a pin. It's Darth Vader. Get it? Vader with it's Darth Vader with a Vader mask. Because you're talking about making podcasting great, Geek. And if you're not ABJ, then you're a jabroni podcaster. There, I said it. You all suck. And then we have LOD socks. Acknowledge the GOAT, Geek. How dare you? You come in here and you just start talking about making podcasting. You greet your God first, and then I'll acknowledge your comments. Anyway, King Haku. He's not your king. I'm your king. Stay tantalizing. And then we got a fucking Pro Wrestling Gorilla DVD. We got a Malachi sticker. And then the autograph.
He just got that knee right to the face, bro. Oh.
Mustafa Ali autograph.
Watch this. Watch this.
Across his throat more. He turned in time. Turned his head. Wardlow. Well, Wardlow's not in squash matches. He's actually in matches again, so that's exciting to see. And then next month, the next box. All right, so our subscription kit is going bi-monthly every other month. This starts now. The next box will be shipping March 20th, so check your email about more details being made for the last 8 years. We love creating monthly boxes. Changing to bi-monthly will allow us more time to create better boxes with more themes, and it'll also save you money since you'll only be billed every other month. The next box will feature staff favorites from a Sting retirement T-shirt, a brand new mini stuffed plush brawler buddy, 2 micro brawlers, and so much more. So that's next month's crate. So next month, I think they're starting to take crates now. If you're interested in getting a crate and you really want to sign up, I have referral codes, and I can get you referral codes if that's something you're into. And maybe I'll put my referral code in the links below. Maybe that's something that'd probably be a smart thing to do, huh?
So they're throwing him back in the ring?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, snap. Here he comes. What shirt is he wearing? Best friend's bloody.
Yeah, that's the one they wore after Wembley because they were in that blood fight.
Oh.
You know, I think Orange Cassidy's fresh off the cruise. I think he was on the cruise.
Mm-hmm.
Fresh off that cruise.
Parm got a picture with him.
Parm kissed him, I heard.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. Parm did not get hit by a bus yet. He survived the cruise. Jericho's obviously on TV versus Kyle Fletcher. So the cruise was a success. Everyone's still alive. I know people are like, well, where's Parm? Why is he not here with you live? I don't know the answer to that. Maybe he hates ABJ because ABJ said he was going to die, which is understandable. You know what I mean?
But as a cult leader, it's normal to have a prophecy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the only reason the prophecy didn't go through is because Orange Cassidy was a surprise and unannounced guest. And as a god, I can't sacrifice Orange Cassidy for Parm. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Because what if the bus would have rolled and then hit? We can't lose Orange Cassidy.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He got lucky.
This time.
We need Parm in the chat. People saying that Jericho and Paul White look like crap during the cruise. Well, they were wrestling next to Speedball Mike Bailey. It's you're gonna be outshone. You know what I mean? Oh, Abaddon was on the cruise, and we must protect them at all costs too. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Right.
She doesn't do it for me. People like were going crazy for her for a long time. Not my thing.
That's fair.
I think she's a good Harley Quinn though. She does the voice of Harley Quinn in the
right on the
HBO show,
in the cartoon, in the animated.
It's really good.
Yeah.
She's really good at it.
We doing 6 on the beach next year?
I don't know. I think they're trying to get me on the cruise next year. Bro, I can barely fucking afford my life, and you want me to pay for a cruise? I think I've just accepted I'm going to be poor pretty much forever. Like with no education, no car, and my only skills in life are factory work. I'm fucked. I'm gonna
Join
be
the club, or rather the cult.
Yeah, I'm gonna be poor forever. I probably should start a legit cult because I think it has a better future than anything else.
Much more promising.
Yeah, I think it's way more promising than forcing myself to work in a factory forever. And this content thing, obviously, it's been 6 years. You know what I mean? It's been 6 years. It's not looking great. You know what I mean? So I think the cult might be the way to go. Can they just bring Joe back to this show so I can start watching it again? He would have been 3. That's gross. They take payments.
A lot of cruises do take payments, so you can pay it off basically before the cruise, in payments.
Yeah, I was surprised with how good she was with her not being a voice actor, and the only role I've known her for not being from is not being that good. I totally agree.
Wait, you guys never watched 8 Simple Rules?
No. What's that?
She was the daughter on 8 Simple Rules with John Ritter before he passed away.
Sounds terrible. I don't know.
It was just like
what were the 8 Simple Rules?
It was just a sitcom of like a dude with 2 teenage daughters, like trying to raise them.
That's what this is about, right? You respect the icon, and you're saying you respect the icon. So yeah, that's a look. We all know what this is.
He just cursed in a high school gym. How dare you, Darby?
It's face paint on his hands.
That's his tattoos.
On the inside?
Oh no, I guess it is paint.
With white?
I don't know.
I am going to retain the AEW Tag Team Champion. We have to build on being AEW Tag Team Champion. And secondly, we're going to get my life back on. The devil that's been sitting inside of me, the chip on my shoulder. Guess what? It ends next week. Make sure you make it to your retirement. And you on the other hand.
Stark's on his way out. Unfortunately, Sting and Darby get the tag titles next week.
He's the greatest tag partner you've ever had. You're going to retire as a tag team champion. Oh my God. Wow, this is so beautiful. All you two have done is brag about how you're going to Revolution as the tag team champions without ever mentioning us, without ever talking to us. You have done what everybody else around here has done and overlooked us. Next Wednesday, you two represent everybody else here. And we're going to take all our frustrations on YouTube. So I'll start with you. You said that I was the first one that got face to face with you. I admire something about you in those days because you were the only one who had balls enough to get in my face and talk some smack. As far as respect goes, you have to earn it. You got to earn it. And you, big man, they were killers. I'm not so sure about you yet.
Go ask Johnny Rods if that kid's a killer. You're dead, Sting. Guy's gonna stretch you like a fucking. He's gonna turn you like a pretzel.
And that's you.
How dare you? I put so much work into this paint. Now it's gonna smudge.
Oh, he gonna hit you.
You'd think a guy that's been around so long cut a promo. Oh, and I will too. Thanks, Sting. Appreciate it. You really fired that match up for me. Now I'm pumped for it.
Yeah, he got the last word though.
Speaking of guys that I really liked at one point in time, but now I don't. No, it's just getting tired of seeing him on TV. He lost his specialness. I think that's what it comes down to. It's like, oh, remember what, like.
Woo!
You know how you know fucking wrestling fans are easy to please? Play the song same for them every fucking day for 4 years, and they fucking still lap
All
it up.
over. Yep. I like his shirt. Oh, you missed it. They had the They Live shirt, but it looked pop comic style.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Move.
He almost missed the rope and fell. He's just like trying to come off cool, and it comes off so cringy. I hate it. Like, I don't know, man. Like, growing up watching Jericho, like, he was cool. Like you looked at Jericho and you're like, man, he's fucking cool. And now you're watching and you're like, you're not. It's not as cool anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks because I was such a fan. It's kind of like watching, like, I love Sean, but every time I try to go back and watch certain matches of Sean's second run where he's like Jesus Sean and he doesn't have his edge anymore, but he's still really good in the ring, but it's not my Sean. Like, I like mullet, water, like stupid glasses, leather vest Sean. Like, the whole second run of Sean is just like, wasn't my favorite era of Shawn Michaels. He kind of got to the point where it's like, I don't want to see that match anymore. I don't want to see you wrestle Vince in a street fight. I'm sick of seeing you and Triple H. You and Taker was fun both times. Flair was only good because of the one moment, but like everything else, like Hogan, Hogan Shawn match, hated that. Jericho Shawn was not really my favorite. I don't know. There's like that cutoff line where you go from like the coolest thing in the room to like not as cool anymore. There you go. Punch him in his head. There you go. Fucking, he's firing on you. Fire back, Fletcher.
Fuck him up.
You know who's still cool, I feel? As an older guy still in the business, like Edge is still cool.
That's fair.
Like Edge, I'll give Edge the respect. Randy Orton is still cool.
You're not going to say Christian Cage?
Christian Cage is a great heel. I wouldn't say he's cool.
That's fair.
I think he's a good asshole.
That's fair.
But I'm saying like the cool factor. Like when
like
you
actually like yeah. Okay. All right.
Like when you're a kid and you're like, man, cool. They're fucking cool. I want to be cool like that. Like I don't look at Jericho or Sean in the second round like more like Sean was no longer the sexy boy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, it was
I'm like looking at roster and like who's still cool? Who's cool? Who's cool?
Like Sting isn't cool, but like I also didn't think Sting acting as Brandon Lee was cool either. That ruined Sting for me. I enjoyed, like, I didn't mind Surfer Sting, but Crow Sting I did not like. And they're like, well, if you don't like Crow Sting, then you'll love Joker Sting. It's like, no, because it's the same reason why I didn't like fucking Brandon Lee Sting. Like,
I thought we weren't doing ramp spots anymore. Still doing those?
What? Oh, ramps?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
He just ran after Don Callis and was like halfway off of it before Kyle Fletcher like threw him the rest of the way off.
Oh yeah. Can't be sexy with a lazy eye. I mean, I think you can. Maybe. With the right sunglasses.
Wow.
I got high on TikTok and wore sunglasses the other night.
That was last night. That was this morning because that was very early this morning.
I went live on TikTok for a little bit and then I went live on Instagram. Instagram wasn't as cool because it got really, really bad.
Why'd it get really, really bad?
Because they just kept kicking in and I kept hitting the pen. Yeah, it was bad news.
Yeah.
Let's look up the AEW roster.
You're gonna tell me who's still cool? Not who,
like what
not
older
who's
guys.
Cool now, but who's still cool.
Yeah. Joe's still cool.
Samoa Joe.
Yeah. Samoa Joe's still cool. I'm just looking for like Eddie Kingston's cool. He's still cool.
Eddie.
Adam Copeland's cool. Billy Gunn's still cool. Danielson's good, but he's not cool. Danielson's not cool. He's too white collar for me.
Okay. Don Callis grabs him again.
Jay Lethal's still cool. Jeff Hardy's not cool anymore.
Did
Hardy
you watch
boys
the
aren't cool.
Cage match Collision?
I did not.
And C. Henry said, name 50-year-olds.
Name 50. I don't know who's 50.
At least 50. How about that?
I don't know. Who's 50 and still in pro wrestling? You're expected to remember too much.
Yo, Sting's like up there.
He's like 300, I think. I was just saying guys who are older or have been around for a long
That have been in
time,
wrestling for a while.
but
Yeah.
still come off as cool, even though they've been around for a very, very long time. I could have sworn Paige Van Zant was still on the women's roster. Oh, she is. There she is right there. I'm an idiot. I'm not going to lie. I think Paige Van Zant's still on the AEW roster. I think, I don't know if it'll happen this year or it's going to happen at all this year, but I think if Mandy Rose returns to pro wrestling, she's going to be AEW.
I'm with you with Billy Gunn and R-Truth.
Booker T's not cool anymore.
I don't think
cool.
Sting's cool either.
Not cool. You don't look at Booker T and you go, wow, he's cool. You look at Trick Williams and you go, remember when Booker T was cool? That's cool now, Trick Williams. I think that's what you look at.
That's their place.
Sting's not cool. R-Truth is cool. Billy Gunn's cool. Hey, could you give me some tea? Or a bottle of water, and I'll use one of these little things you got me. One of my Colt. I can't use that. You need a full thing. You can't use half a water and it's 3/4 of a water, and you're like, here, put your it's gonna be too strong. No, because Mandy's husband has heat in AEW. Who's Mandy's husband? Who's her husband and why does he have heat? Still gonna take a drink of her water though. I think we got a new video game inspired t-shirt. Actually, let's go look at Top Rope Tuesday. See what the new Top Rope Tuesday is. Oh, you did both. Oh, Top Rope Tuesday is just an AEW hoodie. A fleece AEW hoodie. 72-hour flash sale. Use code WINTER24 for 20% off. So if you want 20% off and want an ABJ shirt from Pro Wrestling Tees, now's your chance. Sting versus JP Street Fighter shirt. JP? I don't know who JP is. I don't know. New Acclaim shirt, new Brody King shirt, new Julia Hart Sky Blue shirt, new Lance Archer shirt, new Serena Deeb shirt. Yeah, but Top Rope Tuesday is kind of whack this week. It's just a blue AEW hoodie. What do you think about Kyle Fletcher's gear? That really faded looking pant look.
I'm torn about it because it's metallic, but it's like dull for being metallic.
It looks dusty.
It looks. My hot take. I hate it. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I hate it. It reminds me of the casing from sausage before you cook the sausage.
What about Jericho's whitey tighties hanging out the back of his pants? What do you think about that?
Didn't
His old man white underwear. Only when you hit a certain age, you just give up and you go straight white underwear.
Just white all the time.
Yeah. Like you're like, oh,
I don't
not gonna
like
get
that.
the cool
I can't
boxers.
tell what Fletcher's pants like. They have something written on the side, and I can't even tell what they say.
You just give up looking for cool underwear, like the variety pack of black and gray. You're just like, nope. I hit the age where I must now wear all white underwear
All the time.
that sag everywhere. It's just they're tighter on the waist but sag everywhere else.
Things sag as you get old.
No, but the underwear are bought like that. They just don't cling to you. You know what I mean? They don't know what they want to be.
That's fair. What are they saying? Hangman sucks?
Wear your socks. The
Yo,
crowd's
it's
chanting,
not
"Wear
even.
your
Here's
socks."
the sad thing. That's not a pair of underwear. He's not wearing underwear. That's just a jock strap. In leather pants. You can see, or else it's just the band has a very big hole in it because you can see skin underneath it.
The crowd's more interested in Don Callis's socks and lack thereof than the match. Not good.
Bad.
Not good. If the crowd is chanting at your manager's
Socks.
not wearing
Clothing.
socks over your matchup, fucking, you know what it's time for? It's time to fucking wrap it up. Fucking wrap it up.
I was wondering what you were doing.
Fucking wrap it up, boys. They're chanting, "Where's your socks?" Now they're gonna overcompensate for the match. They're gonna be like, "All right, let's make some noise because we."
Axel, fuck off.
I need more water, Lily. She doesn't get it for you. You're not the leader of the cult. It's working, guys. The cult's working. Join the cult, ABJ. Oh, I did not mean to put that in there. That's Paige Van Zandt's husband. I could ban myself. That's pretty funny.
Oh my gosh. Bro. He didn't twist enough. Oh my gosh. I definitely thought that was going to be it. Can we get a replay of that? That was crazy. Y'all are not going to get... Yo, that was... His head ended up hitting the turnbuckle. They were like turning on the ropes. I don't know. It didn't look safe. Didn't look good.
The young Fletcher, who's our champion ROH, is going to take a loss to Jericho tonight. Oh.
Yikes. Do it for farmland. Oh, that kind of water. Oh. I might be helping Axel.
Like, what does that do for him? Like, what does that do for Jericho as a wrestler?
I don't know.
To go out there and beat a young Fletcher.
Ego.
But I mean, like,
All I got.
So, like, there's somebody else in the company who's doing this right now too, where they're bringing really young guys in, and he's working them, and he's beating a bunch of young talent, and that's Adam Copeland. The difference is Adam Copeland's putting on different matches right now.
Who is that?
They have matching
So you think he's
tattoos.
gonna lose too?
Do I think Jericho wins that? Yes, I do.
Hate that. Oh, this is what I've actually been waiting for.
We could have had matching tattoos, Raz, when we were in the UK. We didn't do it though. We didn't pull the trigger.
Wow.
Could you imagine if me and Raz had matching duck tattoos?
I thought you were getting.
I was gonna get a bomb, and he was gonna get the Omega.
Yeah.
This kind of tastes like a blow pop. I don't know why.
That's fair. A watermelon bullet pop. Or no, why would I say watermelon? Oh, yo, this entrance though.
They're cool.
The Bang Bangs is a gang. Bang Bang Gang, sorry.
I like the Switchblade jacket, but I wish it was a Bang Bang Gang shirt jacket, and I would have bought it. That needs pyro right there. When they throw the guns up, it needs pyro.
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah.
That dude is 50 some
There you
years.
go. Billy Gunn's still cool.
Jesus Christ, Billy Gunn.
Are they about to fight each other? Am I gonna cry?
No, they're gonna be bad. They're gonna do the best friend angle and then turn on each other, and they're gonna unify these titles into one set of titles. The New Orleans Gold members. I like that. I like that a lot.
Billy Gunn's going.
For years?
I love this. You saw this, right?
There's another cardboard cutout underneath there.
Does not have enough duct tape on his arm.
Oh, that's why there's two under there. Someone said that Juice Robinson looks like the honeycomb fucking Fiend, and I can't.
I love that.
See it now. Billy Gunn's 60 years old. Holy shit.
And that's Tony Storm's husband, right? Who is Juice with?
I don't know. Maybe. Tony Storm. They married in 2022.
Yeah, I'm not wrong. Cool. Go me. Go me.
Bowens is beating the. Caster has been beating the fuck out of that title. He's been slamming it on the ground like at least 4 times during this skit. I think Daddy Ass turns on the Acclaimed and helps helps his kids and Jay White unify these titles, and then there's 1 set of trios titles.
I don't like that take. I think that's
what's gonna happen. I think Billy Gunn fits more in a Bang Bang Club now. The Bullet Club Gold. Dude, Bullet Club gets their first fucking DX member in it ever. Like, that's crazy.
So who else was in DX?
DX started off as Shawn, Triple H, and China, and then it became the New Age Outlaws, Billy Gunn and Billy Gunn and Road Dogg, and X-Pac.
I don't know who that is. The last one.
Yeah, but essentially the Bullet Club was formed to be another version of DX. Like, they wanted to be DX so bad.
Got you. And then what?
What just happened there? So if you put Red Bull in the clam, it makes a naked woman?
Have you ever watched any of their commercials? They recently they've gotten a lot more risque with things.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
They're not giving
there was sand in the clam, bro. You never want sand in the clams.
Ah, I see what they're there. 2 vagina jokes. It's back to back.
Right.
Doesn't just give you wings anymore.
Gives you cooter.
Yo, Spring Break 8. Masato Tanaka and Minoru Suzuki will take on Rina Yamashita and Masha Slamovich in an intergender tag team death match at Joey Janela's Spring Break 8. The 2 deathmatch queens versus Murder Grandpa and Masato Tanaka. I don't know who that guy is. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna act like I'm fucking down with the clown with that one. But that's kind of cool.
Shaq's still cool. Or should I say DJ Diesel? Did you know Shaq was a DJ? Is a DJ?
Who?
Shaquille O'Neal.
No.
His name's DJ Diesel. Yep.
Bro.
Kai said, you don't know Tanaka. He's an ECW legend. I don't know who that is. I know who that is. I don't know who that is.
That's Gypsy Rose. Gypsy Rose is backstage at AEW.
Have a good night, everyone.
Gypsy Rose is backstage at AEW.
What? Be quiet. Tony Storm's on. Put your phone down. Show the woman some respect.
Unbelievable.
Oh, she's in her slippers yet.
Yikes.
Yo, I love her.
Check out Tanaka versus Mike Austin, ECW. Okay. Maybe I know him to see him. I can't.
Wow.
I just can't.
Okay. Finally, some fucking fashion up in this hoe.
So, you know who she's married to? Taya Valkyrie.
I feel like you probably told me. I don't know.
Johnny Mundo. Oh, he actually came out with her. Johnny TV.
Damn, bro. How are they both going to come out serving so much right now?
Oh my God. I can't believe that was just said on the stream. Come out serving.
Bro.
Jesus. Okay. That happened. That was said. He was the guy that would take crazy ass head chair shots. That was all of ECW. Does she have the big fur boots? Yeah, she always wears those. I'm a huge Ty Valkyrie fan. So really, actually, I'm really excited for this match. I'm a fan of both of them. Johnny TV just like, yo, get me on camera. Look at my abs. Look at that tiger jacket. Does he rank? Is fucking that jacket serving?
It was.
Oh, are we upset that I made fun of the serving comment? Okay. Can't make fun of serving. Oh my God. What a night. I'm fucking tired.
Absolutely, I understand that too. That as far as earn your spot, earn your time, but the outlook tremendous competitors here in this company, AEW, but he's going to go since we all
So I'm gonna do a quick rundown here. So the Thursday will be Rob Radke, and then I think the way it's going is it'd be like the next one after that, where we'll go 3 for a week. I think there's like a day or two break in between. It'll be Joe Ruda. This is the guy who gave me the AEW titles in the back. Then I interviewed my first Australian, Sam Evans art. He does a bunch of really good art. He's on Instagram, so go check out Sam Evans art. Then after that will be Merrick Miami. Then it'll be one member. I'll have 2 now members of the Lost Boys on the podcast with Ethan Promise, the uprising star of the Sanctuary this season, Jorge Guapo from Ring of Honor, House of Glory Wrestling, Mr. James, trainer and tag team and solo wrestling extraordinaire Sonny Defarge. Then 3 members of the Lost Boys with Miles Penn. So I only need one more. Handsome Max Zero makes his appearance on the podcast. And then we will be joined for our last pre-recorded episode with Frightmare. Then Monday, episode with Tarzan Devil will drop on 5 questions. Then it'll be Jeff Christian. And then it'll be Ace Austin, followed by Rembrandt. And then we got 2 members of Security Inc. with Officer Ronnie Moses and Malcolm Murray. Oh boy. Things are going to get weird here. Going to start making animal noises. Jesus. That's a show.
Been showing that ad for like 2 months.
I haven't noticed. What? That's what we're putting on TV. How long is that? What's the longevity on Stupid Pet Tricks for TV? Like, does that go for 10 years? Is that a 10-year, 20-year show? Is that like the new David Letterman's behind it? Is that like the without naming names, have I ever had a not so pleasant interview with the indie talent before? I have 2 interviews that immediately come to my brain that I have done on my channel that I didn't really want to do them, but I did them out of respect because I was cool with them. And then as the interview was going on, I wasn't into the interview because they clearly were just hamming it up and not giving a legit interview. So they're not my favorites. I'm going to be honest. Yeah. So there's a few on the channel that I look back on and they're not some of my favorite interviews. Most of my interviews I'm very, very, very proud of, though. I don't know. I've been kind of I kind of been shitting on some stuff in the industry lately on social media, and it's probably gonna have a negative effect on me. But I honestly I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I kind of said about like how wrestling promoters and independent talent don't really take like wrestling journalists and podcasts serious. And I'm gonna make a post again tomorrow, so buckle up. But like, it goes 2 ways, right? So like, I am like my next post tomorrow is gonna kind of take a little bit of heat on the podcasters itself, because I think there's too many podcasters out here who don't fucking put effort in, or like just because you hit record doesn't mean you're fucking trying, or doesn't mean you're Does that
mean something when they cut them like that?
What do you mean?
They literally just cut half of that commercial off. Does that mean it's about to end?
No idea. But like, there's a lot of times where wrestlers do go on podcasts and they have really bad experiences because the guest doesn't have any questions prepared. They don't know who they are. They literally just seen that this person was on another podcast and the views were really good, so they're trying to mimic that. But there's a lot of people who half-ass podcasting, a lot. And then that's the reason why a lot of wrestlers don't like our industry and don't like podcasters and shit on them, because there's a lot of really, really bad ones out there. And there's a lot of ones who don't fucking try, or they are trying, but they're just not good at it. And it fucking ruins it for people who are, and it diminishes it heavily. But ESPN and major television networks just really started covering pro wrestling as an industry. Like, as long as I can remember, man, even like MMA just got national sports recognition for its matches. And the only reason it's doing it now is because WWE is part of a deal with ESPN where they talk about it. But like they don't report on what happened at AEW or Impact or any of those companies on other places. They just don't care about it. It's not to them. It's not entertainment. It's not wrestling. It's not any of that. Oh, Willow Nightingale versus Queen Amadonna. That's going to be a good one. So all you really have is internet journalists and internet podcasters and journalists in the wrestling industry. And that's pretty much all you got. So if you're gonna shit on them and say they're not good, it kind of fucking like who else is talking about you then? And how does your product get out there? Because most places I know, independent wrestlers, they don't fucking do shit to promote their matches or where they work, because they go from weekend to weekend to weekend to different places to get paid. Have you kept those interviews up? Yes, they are still up. Those interviews that I'm not super fans of. There's people that I've had in the podcast that I'm no longer friends with. I'll never take their episodes down because I put time into them and that's part of my content. Whether I liked it or not, it's up there.
Wow, I like how they glitched that over. They didn't even like switch cameras. They literally just glitched. They're glitching in between the black and white now.
Tony Storm just felt up Taya Valkyrie so much, and Taya Valkyrie almost broke and started laughing. She fell and she was literally going like this to her.
I didn't even notice.
And Taya Valkyrie was trying not to laugh. Once Taya Valkyrie taps here. Why would you cut away while she's tapping? I get Tony Storm's your draw right now, but you don't fucking cut away from a match like that. Watch Tony Storm's hands. Oh, maybe I thought she was laughing as she walked away. I thought Tony Storm was feeling her up to be funny. I just fucked it all up.
You're good. I saw it. I saw it. I seen it.
I'm also going to be very selective who I interview going forward. That's why I'm like saying like, yes, I'll have some interviews live, but it won't be the entire premise of the ABJ podcast anymore. The ABJ podcast is going to essentially turn into the ABJ Presents or ABJP.
I wore my glasses and I can't tell what it is. What's the thing on her mesh shirt? Like, what's the pattern?
There's only one thing on my mind. That's the AEW Tag Championships. So, is that right?
That was pointless. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying.
You were saying ABJ podcast is going to turn into ABJ.
So it'll be there's going to be a lot of ABJ Presents where they're going to start being numbered episodes. Like before Tornado Tag wasn't numbered, it will after March. They will be part of like the lexicon of numbering of the ABJ podcast. So it'll be ABJ Podcast Presents Tornado Tag, presents Knockhole in High School, Banging Beers, Blazing Buds, if that ever happens, or any of those episodes. And there's going to be episodes of the ABJ podcast that won't be interviews. It might just be a solo episode of me just talking about how I feel, things going through. I don't know if people are going to enjoy it, if they're going to fucking love it or they're going to hate it. But I'm at a point right now where it's not getting the views doing interviews because people are like, I don't know that person, so I don't listen or I don't watch. And if I'm not going to get views, I'm not going to get views by also telling other people to take time away from their families and interests to fucking sit and talk with me for 2 hours. So I will just fucking, I'll carry the burden. I'll carry the weight, and I'll work at it, and I'll keep grinding. But the interviews might not be something that happens every single episode. We're gonna be mixing it up in March for the podcast. Just seen the one you did with Harleen Lopez. Harleen Lopez is really cool, man. She's a really dope chick, and she's working really fucking hard. And I think in such a short time, she's finding herself as a professional wrestler, and she's doing a great job. Is that me vibrating or you?
Me.
It's all right. I don't know if it's going through the microphones, but I definitely hear it.
There you go.
And I'll have some people coming back, like Harleen and Journey and Ricky, and people who are really, really young in their career as of last year, and just see like a year up count. Like, hey, it's been almost a year since we last talked. What's been new? What has been that's all I have for PS2 and PS3 that I'm willing to sell. I have other games, but they're not on the sale list. I'm new to learning the Pennsylvania indie wrestling scene. It's a lot. There's a lot out there. But here's the thing too, like, man, I put a lot of these people on the podcast, and I work really hard to promote it and clip it and do everything I'm doing with it. And like, I'll post a clip, and I'll post like 5 or 6 clips every day to promote their episode and the time they spent to be on the show. And they don't retweet it, they don't like it, they don't share it, they don't talk about it, they don't comment on it, they don't share their episode they were on. And it's like, that shit's getting old too. It's like, well, fuck it, man. Like, why did you even agree to do it if you're not gonna fucking put it out there? Like, that kind of annoys me. So I'm just getting really, I'm annoyed at fellow podcasters who refuse to work together to like help uplift all of us, because they don't realize that our industry is fucking hard to get ahead. And even famous podcasters like Joe Rogan and all of his friends and all those comedians all work together to keep each other fucking relevant, to uplift themselves, to get more audience members. And everybody in this industry, in the podcasting scene, is all cutthroat, and they don't work with each other, and they don't support each other. And it's just like all of us fighting against each other for the same audience, and it's pointless. And then I'm also frustrated with the local scene, because like, you work really hard to go to the shows and put them over and talk to them and give them a platform to speak, and they don't give a shit. They're just like, no, we don't fucking care. Like, you're a fucking joke. You're a mark who just sits behind a microphone, and they don't give us legit respect of our craft in this industry. And it's kind of like, well, why the fuck are we wasting our time? Like, and I'm not trying to keep throwing my shit out, but like, I put a lot into this industry and a lot into what I do, and it cost me a lot. And it's just like, if people don't respect that, then I can't have you around me. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta go. If you think what I do is a joke, and you think that I'm a joke for doing it, but you're my friend, and that's honestly what you think, then we're not friends. Because I've been supporting everybody in their fucking dreams, and then when it comes to mine, they're nowhere to be seen. So it's like, I gotta separate from you. No disrespect, no hate, no animosity, but you don't have my best interest, so I can't keep putting my foot into helping with yours, you know? And that goes for a lot of wrestling promotions. That goes to, like, I have a wrestling promotion who's reaching out to me right now, and they want me to work with them, and they want me to be their commentator. And they just dropped the whole next show's graphics. Not one commentary graphic, not one graphic that like will be there. And I know that's maybe it sounds ignorant to think about, but fuck that, man. We put just as much time and effort into it as you want, but I'm sure you want me to come on and talk about it on my platform. That shit ain't happening no more. I'm tired of going to these places and putting all my fucking time and effort into try to put my best foot forward to do commentary for your company, and you don't give you've heard me through my content, but you don't want to put my content over. Sorry, that doesn't work for me. You gotta we're gonna go different ways. We have two different visions. I'd rather not do commentary at all than fucking go there and sacrifice my time for my brand. Cue Rob Van Dam.
Is that who that is? Oh, okay. Wow, you're right again.
He's gonna make him wait the whole effing show. That's clearly Rob Van Dam.
He's wearing black and yellow.
He is.
Does that count?
He's not winning.
Why does it not count?
No, it's not yellow. It's green. It has like a
fucking
green.
yellow.
has like a
Bro,
green-
it's yellow.
got
What
like
are
a
you
greenish
shitting
tint.
me right now? It's yellow as all hell.
This match can low key be really fucking good. Because Rob can still go. How old's Rob Van
Is he
Dam?
over 50? He looks over 50.
How old's Rob Van Dam? Someone put that in the chat. Polyamory. Make sure age in reverse.
What?
He's in a polyamorous relationship.
Okay.
Makes you age in reverse.
Is that why I look younger now?
Yeah, maybe.
So tonight, Swerve wrestling Rob Van Dam. Not a singles match. Really hard.
Immediate chair to the face.
You're gonna see an ECW.
It's kind of
match.
weird for me to be watching Samoa Joe like laughing. Like this is just what?
So there's two guys that are involved in this match in some capacity that are former ECW superstars. You know who they are?
No.
Rob Van Dam
Okay.
and Taz on commentary.
Oh, okay. And ECW is hold on, you told me this one. Don't tell me. It's not East Coast, but it used to be. Like,
Eastern. It was Eastern, not East Coast.
Oh, it's some
It was Eastern Championship Wrestling.
I thought Oh, okay. Never mind.
It wasn't East Coast. It was Eastern.
I said East Coast yesterday and they're like it used to be.
Yeah, well, close enough. It wasn't East Coast, but it was Eastern. Eastern Championship Wrestling. I think there's something wrong with Swerve's leg. I think legit he has like a Charlie horse, or he did something to his leg. Because when he was walking him across, he was limping, or he wasn't moving as good. Maybe he's just selling really well, but it looks like his leg's fucked up. It looks like his left knee. So Rob did that move, and now he's gonna go work the crowd so the ref can legit check on him. But the ref's not spending a lot of time there, so essentially that's a tell for Rob Van Dam that he can get back in and he can keep working because the ref is not hovering over him.
Right.
Now the ref's talking to him like he said he's good. Now if Rob went to go watch the crowd and the ref went over and like hovered again, he's not walking right. Steven just said Swerve really limping during the Irish whip. Yeah, I think there's something wrong with his leg. Please God, don't be injured. If Swerve fucking hurt his knee,
Bro, but it's like he can't get up over these things either. He can't like jump off of it.
he's not being a good baser. I don't know, like he's not helping with any of the lifts because he seems like he can't get off his leg.
We will take a look at it in a moment, but fans, don't worry because the action
But essentially, ECW was a very predominant Philly promotion, but it did go to Jersey a lot. It did go to New York a lot, but it was predominantly like a Philadelphia-based company.
Raz said I have to watch the Shane Douglas promo announcing the new name of the company.
Austin's dad, Precious's dad, was there that night. Precious's dad, Jeff, was a huge ECW fan and would travel all over to watch it. That was like his favorite promotion. So a lot of crazy ECW spots that he was there live for.
Nice.
And he was there the night Shane Douglas threw the Eastern Championship Wrestling in the trash and said the new company's
like a sign or what?
No, like the title. He threw it in the trash.
Oh, geez.
And he said this title doesn't mean anything. The new company's ECW, but it wasn't like it was a legit like the owner didn't know that they were firing him. Or it was there's a whole story to it.
Interesting.
And then it went from Eastern to Extreme. I work with Mikey Whipwreck.
He's walking okay now.
Yeah. I had so many people request a Mikey Whipwreck interview, and I've had so many people contact me saying they can get me Mikey Whipwreck, and I always say to every single one of them, "We'll let Mikey Whipwreck know I exist, and if he's interested, we'll have him reach out, or you reach back out, and we'll set it up." And I've never interviewed Mikey Whipwreck, so I don't know if he just doesn't give a fuck, or if every single person who's ever told me they can get me Mikey Whipwreck just doesn't follow through with Mikey Whipwreck. Or they do, and he's like, I don't give a shit about ABJ.
Not going.
Because literally, I can probably count in 6 years, at least once a year, every year, someone's like, I can get you Mikey Whipwreck. And I'm like, all right, let's do it.
Do it, right.
And then they're like, I never hear anything back.
There you go. Well, Axel said he can ask him.
No, I like I said, I might. Here's how high my hopes are. That high.
Big time? No. It's during a commercial. Wait until they get done with the commercial.
Speaking of high hopes. And we're back. That grape tastes so good.
Second break. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
I'll see him on the 24th.
He keeps falling over. I don't know, man. He just ran him over to the other side and then fell down.
Unless he's selling an injury, so when he works show, he's not 100%.
Maybe. So here's a question: has Rob Van Dam been on the roster this whole time, or is this like a return of one night?
He showed up. He has shown up for ECW now, I think, 2 times
for AEW.
AEW, yeah. I think he came to wrestle Hook.
So here's a second follow-up question. Sorry, go ahead. Who was the other person?
I don't know. It's either the second or third time Rob Van Dam's been in AEW.
Okay, next question I asked to you: can anyone wrestle without a contract? You don't have to sign a contract to get in there and wrestle? Or is this like because of the dealer's choice?
You can sign like a one-night deal or just come in for an appearance. Like contracts in wrestling don't have to be long-term contracts. You can be brought in by a show-by-show basis.
Okay, but I'm not asking about contracts. Like I'm not saying like in general for everyone. I mean like in this specific instance, right? Like for to be on TV and everything. Like I don't care about what their deal is or how much he gets paid per night or anything like that. But like with the storyline and everything, you don't have to sign a contract and be like, he's in AEW now.
Now, if they were like, hey, Rob, we want you to work a whole angle or a program with this guy
for like 6 shows, 7 shows, whatever.
Yeah, Rob would be like, well, then let's ink a deal and we'll pay for the whole thing. But here's the thing. Like we talk about this is pro wrestling and then we have the independent wrestling scene. Mm-hmm. Just because they're under contract, they're still independent contractors.
Well, yeah, no, I got like that. I understand
when
that
they show up for work at at WWE and shit like that, they don't have health benefits. They don't get
right.
They don't
this
get
is, this
like
is like it's the entertainment industry. I
yeah.
understand.
It's like they have to file their own taxes.
They don't
like,
get twerkers comp.
They don't get any of that. And then that's like because there's no union, they're treated like actors. So even though they're not independent wrestlers, they're still considered independent contractors, but they have a long-term deal where they can't work anywhere else. They're locked into a deal where they can't, like, they have to play by their rules. Can I guess he probably just don't want to do interviews after a quick YouTube search, and the last interview I can find of him is like 7 years old. That might be it. Jack Perry, yeah, he wrestled Jack Perry, not Hook. That's probably it. That's what, honestly, Kyle, that's probably what I think it is. I think every single person who works at Whipwreck's like, oh man, you would be really good getting an interview at Whipwreck, and then they're like, I'll reach out and see, and then I never hear anything. So that's probably why I haven't heard anything, because he's just not interested in doing podcasts. Because there's a lot of fucking dog shit podcasts out there who ruin it for everybody else. Some people get really good interviews and they're like, boy, that was a waste of fucking time.
Exclusivity clauses. I understand now.
That's when you get a long-term deal.
Yeah, to be exclusive. I mean, yeah. Oh, snap.
Well, I mean, realistically, it's a hardcore match with no rules, so anyone can come out.
What? Christian Cage wins for wearing gray sweatpants.
Christian Cage just posted that he's doing a podcast interview.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You should get Christian Cage.
Chris Cage. I mean, fucking Brian Cage.
Yeah, why am I saying that? I'm sorry.
Christian Cage. We're saying the wrong person.
Wow, listen to me.
The break. It was the break.
Oops. Wait, who else was over there? Did you see?
That's security, just sitting in a chair on the outside barrier.
No, on the ramp.
Nobody's on the ramp anymore. There's a cameraman.
There was. Okay.
They fought to the back, and there was somebody there, cameraman following, and then they film it. Rolling Thunder. Dude, RVD can still go. He looks great. Like,
I think it's kind of interesting that Hook came out for like a second, but like, has he addressed Joe at all?
probably not. I mean, he doesn't give a fuck about Joe because he just ran down to help RVD.
Right.
And Joe's ringside.
No, I know that, but that's what I mean. Like, it's kind of weird to see Hook come out and like not even like not a like let's look at him, stare him down or some shit like I'm ready for round 2 or something like that.
The guy was there, but nope. He's gonna come down and make a save with the guy he has beef with ringside and not gonna. Oh, that chair is supposed to fall.
That fucking hurt. Oh, he hit his mic. Bro. Cringe.
Oh, you think this is bad? Like,
I don't.
You know what we're gonna do tonight?
What are we gonna do today?
If we don't, if we go in the Discord at some point,
I got 2 J's rolled up. Like, let's do it.
We'll hang out in the Discord.
Yo, was not expecting that. That was cool.
I'm gonna find like a random ECW show and just put it on the TV.
Is it gonna be really cringy? Is it gonna make me cry? I watched Pinhat go through a table full of thumbtacks and I was crying.
Yeah,
it happened right in front of me. It was like it happened like 2 feet in front of me.
ECW is gonna fuck you up.
Oh man. I'm not prepared for this. You gotta give me like a day in advance to mentally prepare.
No,
like I'm trying to crochet and stuff. I'm looking at stitches. I put my stuff down. So
if you want to see Lily absolutely lose her shit,
oh my gosh,
head to the Discord.
I hear my facial expressions.
I'm gonna have Lily watch an ECW pay-per-view. Matter of fact,
which means we're gonna have to switch spots. His chair is gonna be over here, and you guys can see my face all.
Matter of fact, I need you guys to find me what ECW show I should have Lily watch.
Oh gosh. Is it just me, or does AEW always end up going over?
They usually have to like 10, 15.
Hey, I don't know if anybody knows this. Mickey Rourke is an Iron Man too.
The worst Iron Man of all of them.
I was watching it. Was that yesterday? A couple days ago, maybe?
No, we're not watching 2005, 2006. I said ECW. Fuck out of here. You know why he picked that? Because of Edge.
I don't even know.
Because he's an Edge mark. And that I said I wanted an RVD show, and you said One Night Stands in 2005, 2006. You want Lily's first experience of ECW be the WWE produced version of it? You're high.
Steven said RVD versus Jerry Lynn matches.
Yeah. Have her watch Barely Legal. Oh yeah, Barely
Legal. Is that gonna
Legal.
make me like cry? Is this like the first time I watched?
Remember all that stuff, all the stuff we know, like, but the show is called Barely Legal. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Remember all those crazy stories? That all happened in ECW.
Okay.
We'll talk off camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they had a pay-per-view called Barely Legal.
Oh shit! I missed it. Can you rewind, please?
He hit his stomp and it's over.
Okay.
The only thing that made the 2005, 2006 ECW show stand out is they did them in the Hammerstein Ballroom.
Dude, this kid on his phone, right? Correct. Are they gonna fight again?
You already lost your style match. That's the blow off.
Tell him, baby.
I'm not saying. Oh, all right. I'm not saying this to say one's trying to be the other, or they're the same person, but there are eerily good differences to if you like what Swerve Strickland's doing right now. Now, wrestling style, one doesn't do as much high flying as Swerve Strickland does, but he still has a little bit in him. But I think y'all would really like Rembrandt because the intensity that Rembrandt brings with his promos and the facial expressions, they're right there. Like, and that's a compliment to Rembrandt, because this is one of the top guys in wrestling right now, and this guy's doing something that makes you feel something that strong again, as you do for Swerve. I don't want to say Rembrandt's being another version of what Swerve's already doing, but they have the same energy they give off.
Right.
Yeah. There's my Rembrandt love tonight. Clip that. All right. What do we think of the show? It wasn't terrible. There was some weird choices with booking, but I still don't want Hangman and them to fight again. Even though I guess like they're going with well, you only ever beat me because you had help. Now you have to wrestle me for the third time after you beat me twice. I don't know. It's silly to me. Don't like it. But three-way at Revolution, maybe three-way, and we get Hangman takes the fall, or Joe takes the fall, so Hangman can turn around and say, well, I didn't actually lose that match type deal, so it can stretch it out even further. But it wasn't the best show I've ever seen, but it wasn't terrible either. But that'll do it for us here on the stream.
Well, what did you rate it?
I don't want to do ratings anymore.
Okay.
I don't care.
What was your favorite match of the night?
Swerve and RVD.
Fair.
But I'm gonna let y'all go. Make sure you go check out the links below if you haven't done so already. Follow me on social media. New merchandise is up, and come check out the Discord later on tonight, and we'll be hanging out, watching, making Lily watch ECW and throw up. So that's gonna be a good time. We'll see you next time. We're at it.
Thanks for watching this presentation. Like, share, and subscribe for more.